Look closely at your hands for a moment. Notice the fine lines, the subtle changes in texture, the way the skin seems a little thinner than it used to be. We're often told this is simply the inevitable wear and tear of time, a fading of youth we must accept. But what if that familiar story is incomplete? What if the condition of your skin isn't just a measure of years past or sun exposure, but a visible report on a much deeper, internal conversation happening within your body? The real architects of your skin's fate are not the creams you apply, but powerful, unseen biological processes that most anti-aging advice completely ignores. To understand why your skin ages the way it does, we must first look far beneath the surface. You are listening to the Longevity Library, where we archive the wisdom of healthy aging. The biology of youthful skin, a guide to reversing wrinkles from the inside out. As we navigate the decades past 50, we often notice changes in our skin that seem to happen almost overnight. The smooth, plump complexion of our youth gives way to fine lines, deeper wrinkles, and a certain thinness or fragility. While we are often told this is simply an inevitable part of aging, the biological reality is more nuanced. It's not merely the passage of time or even sun exposure alone that dictates the health of our skin. Instead, the condition of our skin, whether it sags, wrinkles, or remains firm and hydrated, is a reflection of deep internal biological processes. This guide will explore those processes. We will move beyond topical creams and lotions to understand the primary drivers of skin aging at a cellular and hormonal level. By understanding the mechanisms, you will be equipped with a clear, actionable roadmap to not just slow down the clock, but to actively encourage your body to build healthier, more resilient, and more youthful skin from the inside out. The master architects of skin, GAGs and IGF-1. To understand how to reverse wrinkles, we must first understand what creates youthful skin in the first place. The key players are not just collagen and elastin, though they are crucial. The true orchestrator of skin health is a class of molecules you may not have heard of: glycosaminoglycans, GAGs. Think of GAGs as the fundamental infrastructure of your skin. They are large, complex sugars that act like a sponge in the spaces between your collagen and elastin fibers. Their primary job is to hold water, providing intense hydration from within. This hydration is not just about moisture, it's electrical. It allows for the proper flow of nutrients and communication between cells, and it keeps the collagen and elastin proteins supple, pliable, and correctly structured. When you have a healthy supply of GAGs, your skin appears plump, dewy, and resilient. When you are deficient in GAGs, the skin's infrastructure collapses. Everything begins to sag, droop, and the surface becomes thin and crepey, leading to the formation of deep wrinkles. So, what controls the production of these vital GAGs? The answer lies with a hormone called insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, produced primarily by the liver. IGF-1 is the direct chemical signal that tells your skin cells to produce more GAGs, as well as to generate healthy, robust collagen. It is, in essence, your body's natural anti-wrinkle messenger. IGF-1 is often discussed in tandem with human growth hormone, HGH, as its release is largely stimulated by HGH. However, for the purpose of skin health, IGF-1 is the direct agent of change. As we age, our levels of both HGH and IGF-1 naturally decline. This decline is a primary reason why our skin loses its youthful structure. While some may consider supplementing with HGH, this approach comes with significant risks and side effects. A far safer and more sustainable strategy is to adopt a lifestyle that encourages your body to optimize its own production of IGF-1. The fundamental law, the insulin/IGF-1 seesaw. Before we discuss specific strategies, one core principle must be understood. Insulin and IGF-1 exist in a biological seesaw relationship. When one is high, the other is low. In a healthy, young individual, the balance is tipped heavily in favor of IGF-1, with concentrations being significantly higher than insulin. This hormonal environment signals the body to repair, build, and maintain, perfect for youthful skin. The problem arises with insulin resistance. This condition, which becomes increasingly common with age, is characterized by chronically high levels of insulin in the blood. This can be triggered by a diet high in refined carbohydrates and sugar, a sedentary lifestyle, and excess body fat, particularly around the abdomen. When insulin is persistently elevated, it forces the IGF-1 side of the seesaw down. The body prioritizes managing blood sugar over repair and maintenance. This is the single most important concept in understanding how to reverse wrinkles naturally. If your insulin is high, your IGF-1 will be low, and your skin will suffer. Therefore, the foundational step to any anti-aging protocol is to lower and stabilize insulin levels. Strategy 1. Metabolic optimization, the foundation of youthful skin. This is not a diet in the temporary sense. It is a permanent shift in how you fuel your body to create a hormonal environment conducive to repair and rejuvenation. 1. Restructure your diet. The goal is to minimize the spikes in blood sugar that trigger high insulin release. This means fundamentally reducing your intake of refined carbohydrates and sugars. This includes obvious culprits like soda, pastries, and candy, but also less obvious ones like bread, pasta, rice, and sugary fruits. The aim is to shift your body from being a sugar burner to a fat burner, which provides a steady, stable source of energy without the constant insulin spikes. A crucial and often overlooked component of this is being aware of hidden insulin triggers. Certain food additives can spike insulin even without raising blood sugar. The most common of these is monosodium glutamate, MSG. MSG is an excitotoxin that can stimulate insulin release, working against your efforts to keep it low. Being mindful of processed foods that often contain MSG and other flavor enhancers is an important part of the strategy. 2. Embrace a moderate protein intake. Protein is essential for repairing tissues and building collagen. However, more is not always better, especially when it comes to stimulating IGF-1 for skin health. Excessive protein intake can also stimulate insulin. The key is to consume a moderate amount of high-quality protein at each meal. What does moderate look like? A practical guideline is to aim for roughly 3 to 6 ounces of protein per meal. This is not a one-size-fits-all number. A smaller, less active individual might be on the lower end of that range, while a larger, more active person may need closer to 6 ounces. The quality of that protein is just as important as the quantity. Prioritize high-quality sources such as grass-fed beef and dairy. These contain a better profile of fatty acids and are free from the hormones and antibiotics common in factory-farmed products. Organic poultry and eggs. Pasture-raised eggs are a nutritional powerhouse, rich in fat-soluble vitamins that we will discuss later. Wild-caught fish. Excellent source of protein and anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. Plant-based options in moderation. For those who prefer plant proteins, focus on whole food sources like beans and lentils, but be mindful that they come with a higher carbohydrate load. The goal is to provide your body with the precise building blocks it needs to make collagen and support IGF-1 production, without overstimulating insulin. Strategy 2. Intermittent fasting, the hormonal switch. If dietary modification is about managing the fuel you put in, intermittent fasting is about managing the timing. This strategy directly leverages the insulin/IGF-1 one seesaw to your advantage. The principle is simple. When you are eating, insulin is active. When you are not eating, insulin levels drop, and the body shifts into a repair and maintenance state. This is when growth hormone and, subsequently, IGF-1 are naturally stimulated. Fasting creates a powerful hormonal signal for the body to start cleaning up damaged cells, a process called autophagy, and to begin repair processes. For skin health, this is profoundly beneficial. By creating regular periods of hormonal rest, you are actively tipping the seesaw away from insulin and toward IGF-1, encouraging your liver to produce more of this youth-associated hormone. A practical way to start is with a daily time-restricted eating pattern. This might mean compressing all your meals into an 8-hour window, for example, eating between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. and fasting for the remaining 16 hours. This extended period without food gives your body ample time to lower insulin and trigger repair mechanisms. It is important to note that as we age, particularly past 50 and 60, our liver may become less robust and responsive. This means the body might have to work harder to stimulate IGF-1 production. Intermittent fasting becomes an even more valuable tool in this context, providing that essential metabolic stimulus that a younger liver might generate more easily on its own. Strategy 3. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, the exercise advantage. Not all exercise is created equal when it comes to hormonal benefits. While walking and moderate cardio are excellent for cardiovascular health and stress reduction, they are not the most potent stimulators of growth hormone and IGF-1. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, on the other hand, is one of the most powerful natural triggers for these anti-aging hormones. The intense, explosive nature of the exercise sends a strong signal to the pituitary gland to release growth hormone, which in turn stimulates the liver to produce IGF-1. The key principles of HIIT for hormonal benefits are full body engagement. The most effective movements involve large muscle groups. Think of exercises like burpees, squat thrusts, mountain climbers, kettlebell swings, or using a spin bike at maximum effort. The more muscle mass you engage, the greater the hormonal response. Short bursts. High intensity. The work intervals should be short, typically 30 to 60 seconds, but performed at an intensity that leaves you breathless. Adequate rest. The rest periods between intervals are crucial. They allow your body to recover just enough to perform the next interval at high intensity. This is not about constant, moderate effort. It's about peaks and valleys. A low frequency. This type of training is demanding on the central nervous system. It should not be done every day. 2 to 3 sessions per week, spaced out with rest days in between, are ideal. This prevents overtraining, which can actually increase stress hormones like cortisol and negate the benefits. For individuals over 50, it is essential to start slowly and listen to your body. A modified approach, such as fast walking on an incline for 1 minute followed by 2 minutes of flat, easy walking, can be a safe and effective starting point. The goal is to safely challenge your body to trigger that powerful hormonal cascade. Strategy 4. Optimizing the foundation, liver, sleep, and stress. The strategies above are direct levers for IGF-1 production. However, their effectiveness is entirely dependent on a healthy foundational physiology. 3 key pillars support everything else. 1. Support liver health. Since the liver is the factory where IGF-1 is produced, its health is paramount. A sluggish or fatty liver cannot efficiently perform its functions, including hormone production. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is increasingly common and is directly linked to the same dietary factors that cause insulin resistance, high sugar and refined carbohydrate intake. The primary strategy for improving liver health is, therefore, the same as for lowering insulin: adopting a diet low in sugar and refined carbs. This allows the liver to shed accumulated fat and function optimally. In addition, it is wise to protect the liver from toxins that impair its function. The most significant of these is alcohol. Reducing or eliminating alcohol consumption can dramatically improve liver function. Other supportive measures can include specific nutrients and herbs known to support liver health, such as milk thistle and dandelion root, though a healthy diet is the cornerstone. 2. Prioritize deep, restorative sleep. Sleep is not a passive state. It is when the body performs its most critical repair work. The majority of growth hormone is released during deep sleep. If you are chronically sleep deprived, getting by on 5 or 6 hours a night, you are actively suppressing the very hormone you need for youthful skin. The result is accelerated aging. Addressing sleep requires a two-pronged approach. First, it is crucial to identify and address the root causes of poor sleep, rather than just masking the symptoms. A primary culprit here is high cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol and melatonin, the sleep hormone, have an inverse relationship. When cortisol is high, especially in the evening, it blocks melatonin and prevents you from falling or staying asleep. This leads to the second pillar: stress management. Chronic stress keeps cortisol levels chronically elevated, which not only disrupts sleep, but also directly suppresses growth hormone and IGF-1. Finding effective ways to lower stress is non-negotiable for skin health. This can be achieved through various means: mindfulness and meditation. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can significantly lower cortisol. Gentle exercise. Activities like walking in nature, Tai Chi, or gentle yoga are excellent for calming the nervous system. Social connection. Spending quality time with loved ones is a powerful buffer against stress. Hobbies and relaxation. Dedicating time to activities you enjoy and that take your mind off worries is essential. If sleep issues persist, it is important to look for underlying causes. But managing daily stress is the most powerful tool for restoring a healthy sleep-wake cycle and, in turn, boosting your natural anti-aging hormones. 3. Ensure adequate fat-soluble vitamins. The final piece of the puzzle involves specific micronutrients that are essential for hormone production and overall cellular health. The fat-soluble vitamins A, D, and K2 play a critical role in the process of maintaining youthful skin and supporting IGF-1 activity. They are fat-soluble, meaning they require dietary fat to be properly absorbed and utilized by the body. Vitamin A is fundamental for skin cell turnover and repair. Vitamin D acts more like a hormone than a vitamin and is involved in numerous processes, including modulating the immune system and cellular health. It is intimately linked to overall well-being and hormonal balance. Vitamin K2 works in synergy with vitamin D to direct calcium to the bones and teeth and away from soft tissues like arteries, which is crucial for cardiovascular health. The best way to obtain these vitamins is through nutrient-dense foods, particularly those rich in healthy fats. Excellent sources include pasture-raised egg yolks, often considered a multivitamin due to their rich concentration of vitamins A, D, E, and K2. Grass-fed butter and dairy products. A good source of K2 and vitamin A. Cod liver oil, a traditional supplement that is one of the richest natural sources of both vitamin A and D. Fatty fish like salmon and mackerel. Beef liver, an incredibly concentrated source of vitamin A and other nutrients, though it should be consumed in moderation. Incorporating these foods into a diet that also includes plenty of vegetables and healthy fats ensures your body has the raw materials it needs to support the powerful hormonal changes initiated by the other strategies. Conclusion: a unified approach to skin health. Reversing wrinkles and achieving truly youthful skin is not about finding a single magic bullet. It is about adopting a holistic lifestyle that works in concert with your body's biology. The path is clear. It begins with stabilizing your metabolism through a diet low in refined carbohydrates and featuring moderate, high-quality protein, thereby lowering insulin and freeing up the IGF-1 pathway. This foundation is powerfully reinforced by intermittent fasting, which creates a hormonal environment where repair and regeneration can flourish. High-intensity exercise then acts as a direct and potent stimulus for the release of the very hormones that build and maintain skin structure. Finally, all of these efforts are supported by a healthy liver, deep restorative sleep, effective stress management, and a diet rich in fat-soluble vitamins. By addressing these interconnected systems, you are not just treating the symptom of a wrinkle. You are fundamentally changing the internal environment that dictates how your skin ages. This is not a quick fix, but a sustainable and deeply effective approach to reclaiming a more vibrant, resilient, and youthful version of yourself from the inside out. The single most important truth about your skin is that its appearance is not a matter of luck or genetics alone, but a direct reflection of the internal environment you cultivate every day. As you consider these ideas, we invite you to reflect on your own journey and share what you've observed about the connection between your inner habits and your outer glow in the comments below. If you found wisdom in this archive, we encourage you to explore other volumes in our library and subscribe so you never miss new insights on the art of living well. This is the Longevity Library. Listen, learn, and live longer.